Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well, and in today's video, I'm going to be, for the first time, reviewing an episode from the Powerpuff Girls reboot. And this episode is called Hustlecup, which is about where the professor makes this special top hat that is like that game, Red Light, Green Light, and this special hat has these lights in it, like, a traffic light, a red one, a yellow one, and a green one. And this hat has the ability to slow things down or stop things completely. And Buttercup is really amazed at this thing, but the professor makes her promise that she won't take it to school. But she does take it to the park and uses it in the park, which sure, she didn't say that she wouldn't take it there. She didn't promise that, but still, she shouldn't have done that. Especially because of what happens next, which is that Ace actually sees her using it, and he wants it and gets an idea of how he can get it. So anyway, when Buttercup sees Ace playing basketball, he doesn't get the ball in the hoop. And when Buttercup makes a remark about how he didn't get the ball in the hoop, he actually challenges her to a game. And he says that if she wins, she can have his scooter, but if he wins, he gets that hat. And since he hasn't made one shot yet, she agrees to this. But then Ace keeps hitting shot after shot or basket after basket, whatever you call it. Forgive me, I'm not a basketball expert or even fan, so excuse me on that one. And that's really interesting that Ace won. I think he won every time, or just about. But Buttercup, she didn't win one time, according to what we've seen. She didn't get one basket or shot, whatever that's called. Again, not an expert on basketball. But I think the reason that he was not doing so well before he challenged her was so she would think that he's not very good, but clearly he is very good. And she loses the hat to him. And so she comes back home and tells Blossom and Bubbles about what happened. And Blossom is like, "You did what?" And so she begs them to help her. And Blossom agrees. And then Blossom plays against Ace. But this time Ace has his friends to help him cheat. And yeah, things don't go well at all. And then they have to tell the professor about this, and of course he's mad at Buttercup because of, how she lost the hat to them. And so he goes to talk to them, thinking that they're just going to hand over the hat. Really, that's really what he was thinking, apparently. And now that I really think about it after I've seen this a couple times, I'm like, seriously? You seriously think that they're just gonna hand over the hat to you? Seriously? But of course they don't, and then Ace challenges him, and so he tries to make a basket, and that doesn't work. And then he asks Ace to give him another chance, and he says that if he doesn't get, if he doesn't make the shot, then him and the girls will leave town forever. And of course Ace agrees to this, and then something very unexpected happens. The professor actually does really well, and once he makes the first shot, the girls and Ace and his friends are surprised by this, and Ace even gets nervous when it comes time for him to make a basket, and Ace doesn't get any shots. It was all the professor. And it's really weird because I thought when I first saw this that they were going to reveal that he was some basketball champion at some point. And, he didn't make the first shot. In fact, the ball just, it was not coming back. Let's just say that. It went quite a long way. So I don't know why he just started doing so good all of a sudden, and they don't even explain why. I really see why people say the writing in this is bad, because it is. It's horrible. Now, I do like this episode, but it really would have been nice to be given an explanation of why the professor's first shot that he did was terrible, and then he beats Ace all throughout this game. I mean, how did he get good all of a sudden? And they don't talk about that at all. I just can't get over how, that was not good. That did not make any sense at all. But anyway, so they win, and they get Ace's scooter, and then they get the professor's hat back. And that's really it. That's the episode. And it is really good, and I think that this is the only episode, in fact, I'm very sure that this is the only episode in the reboot that's really about Ace and his friends. And I think this is really, I know there's another episode that they're in, but this is really the only episode where they speak, because I know there's one episode where Ace is just shown. In fact, he doesn't even move, he just stands there. But yeah, it's really nice to see an episode that Ace and his friends are not only in, but that's really about them. I thought that was really interesting, and for it to be also about Buttercup, and seeing Ace and Buttercup, in an episode together, interacting together. And I thought that was interesting, especially after what happened in the episode Butter Crush in the old episode, which that was actually the first episode I reviewed of the older Powerpuff Girls show, and if you want to go check that out. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode review, and stay tuned for more. Now, I probably won't review many episodes from the reboot because the writing's terrible, but we'll see. Anyway, bye.